that either way, whichever will work. Christchurch Peace, we do not have some offering plate, but we have these boxes next to either exit. The plastic containers or our loose change, we are in the process of designating another one. We'll let you know at a future date who the local cause will be, but they're usually a nonprofit organization. We appreciate everybody wearing their name tags. That way, when we're sharing the piece, we'll know who we're sharing the piece with and call you by name. We're accepting donations of $5 for the poinsettias in memory of or in honor of someone. If so, you can see either John Schompert, myself, Harvey, Russell Bratcher, who's here. He's not in the room at the moment.
Right here.
Oh, there Russell came to me and goes, I can't find my name tag. It's orange now. This is part of the month. I was really looking for an orange shirt. I was like, where'd you go? This week, Christchurch of Peace has done so much with this community.
Amen.
First, we started with our support group on Tuesday. All week long, there's been toys and everything to get ready for holiday helpers. We had Zumba Wednesday night. If you haven't tried Zumba, come on. That's all I can tell you. It's just a blast to have. Then on Thursday, we had the P-Flag, and I think they had their annual event. And then Saturday, we had holiday helpers. The kids, this church, so many of you came out and supported and helped, just making sure the kids were safe going across the street. And I do want to thank the people across the street. I'm not sure if I'll get the right name, but they're part of the Shriners and so forth. They have Masons, and they have a building with an empty lot with a fenced-in yard. They were letting us use it so they could have a bouncy house and all. But so many people came out from the church just to help the kids. And the support was just unbelievable. And with that said, that's pretty much it on the announcements. But I do want to call Bruce Ross up from Holiday Helpers to give you a little more about what all they did this week. Thank you.
I'm humbled by the amount of people from this church that were out there yesterday. Thank you. I can't do it without you all. I can't do it without the volunteers. That's why, and I know over the years I've become a lot more humble. It used to be about my kids. Now it's about all of our kids. Every one of those children were touched yesterday. I watched so many smiling faces. Yes, I got teary-eyed. I had to run away. Had to hide places to go make, have my little moment. I had a sick mom sitting there in a chair, basically not doing very well. And I watched her watch her daughter make an ornament, and I lost it because I don't think she'll make it. But I pray to God that maybe there's some being or power above that will watch over her. And then I thought about my volunteers. I have two of my main volunteers, one that is at home taking care of herself, I hope, making herself well, who is my second in command, who's my mama. Basically, she got that position when I got mugged one time outside the metro over about a year ago. And I was going to an event, and she was there, and the officer said, "Are you his mother?" And she didn't know how to respond, but she said, "Well, I'm kind of like sort of everybody's mother, so yes, I am." But she is. She's all of our club brothers and sisters in the leather community. That's our mom. And then Mike Silvas. And Mike has had a tough battle here. I'll tell you, and I'm sure Harvey will share later some things about that situation, but we've been blessed. They think they got it all. Pancreatic cancer is not something you come back from. You know what? Don't tell God that.
All right.
I don't mean to testify or whatever, but when you work for the children, I'm living proof. 28 years HIV positive, I'm not supposed to be here. I was given a gift. My gift was to do what I do, and evidently I'm going to keep getting hit with it every year, is to do this event for the kids and lose it every year with the kids and have fun with the kids. Thank you all for believing enough to be here yesterday. You overwhelmed me with the amount of love and support from here. And a lot of people came out from the community, but it's really important to have the people that you worship with be there with you through the process. So I thank you all. And thank you for the wonderful time we had yesterday. I know the kids had a great time with the bouncy house and the cotton candy and everything else. Everything fell into place. And if you don't believe that there's a God, let me tell you this little story. Yesterday in the afternoon, Greg will tell you I'm not really good about keeping up with the money as I'm spending it frivolously because it's not mine. But I thought, well, I really don't have enough money in here, and we got to get pizza. At the mid part of the event, people were tracking me down because I was running back and forth between the two places. Somebody tracked me down and said, "Sir, just want to let you know the pirates are here." I said, "Okay." And they said they want to talk to you a minute. So I went over. The lady handed me a check for $300.
Oh, wow.
Amen.
Every part of this process reaffirms my belief that there's a God up above. Because when it comes to the children, God always provides. I can doubt it every year. I was telling Antoinette this morning, I can doubt every year that we're going to be able to do it. And somehow or another, in some way, shape, or form, God always provides. Trust in that. Amen.
Amen.
This church volunteering, any outreach project. For a few minutes there, I thought we were going to have more volunteers than we had kids. And then the kids started showing up. And I even had people who were not affiliated with this church who came to me and complimented our church and the number of volunteers that were here yesterday. So, and that's what Jesus told us to do. As one person reminded me this morning, said, "Well, you've been telling us in sermons Jesus didn't rename us to be pew warmers." So somebody's listening. This morning I also wanted to recognize our ministry assistants. Our ministry assistants is a program in the church to assist me. They're kind of a go-between when I get overloaded and I have too much going on and I'm running here and there and pulling my hair out. And they're there to help me with you as a congregation. And what we've done is we've divided the congregation and assigned you to a different ministry assistant who's supposed to be responsible for a certain group in the congregation. Now, within the last 2 weeks, everybody should have gotten either an email or phone call from their ministry assistant letting you know that they were your ministry assistant. But just in case they didn't, we're going to recognize them this morning, and as I call their names, I want them to come forward. And I'm going to give them a list of their congregants, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do with that list. Rob McConnell is the director of this ministry of our church. Al Reynolds already has his list. That's what Al did.
Your mic. Turn on your mic.
Oh.
I got you on.
We hear you.
Is it on?
Want me to get you
There we
magnifying
go.
glass?
She's really
Russell McDaniel
Yes, please.
is our administrator. Kathy DeLucia. They've been around a while, like Sandy.
That's where I got my gray
And
hair.
Gordon Nichols. Gordon's not here today. At the end of service, if you're not sure who your ministry assistant is, Rob is going to have the master sheet, which I'm going to hand him right now. And it's in alphabetical order. And you can see him, and he'll tell you who your ministry assistant is. And you can take Gordon. And what we'd like for you to do is get with your ministry assistant and be sure that the information we have in the church database is correct on you. Because if we send emails out, and then we hear, well, I didn't know anything about it, That's because you didn't let somebody know you changed your email address. So we try to keep the database updated all the time, and they try to stay in contact with you on that information too. Databases are very important in the church and its ministry. So as soon as service is over, see one of these folks. Gordon just came in, well, you can give Gordon his. And these are our ministry assistants. No matter who you are, no matter where you've been, and no matter where you're going when you leave this place today, no matter what mistakes you've made in life, and no matter where you are on the road in life, Jesus says, you're always welcome. May we prepare our hearts as Michael prays for us.